K-otix universal. Talking about hard times. Cause I can't get ahead for falling 2 steps behind. If it never fails, it never fails every time. I got a good head on my shoulders, but ain't getting nothing but over. So now I'm gonna hold pin to the wireless as I try to guess my potential for a cardiac arrest. I'm the stressed out brother, always clenching his chest, for fear that my heart will fall out. You can hear me call out to the one God Almighty and His Son to stand beside me. The ritual is nightly that the quilt is pulled tightly over eyes that can't stand at attention. Living through a day of apprehension. So bad is my condition that I can't recall a day without paying invoices. But the choice is to make the dividends or rejoice with my friends this weekend. Seems to take forever. When will I get a break? Never. Because I can't get ahead for falling 2 steps behind. If it never fails, it never fails every time. I'm gonna make it through some way, somehow. Help me out now. But I can't get ahead for falling 2 steps behind. If it never fails, it never fails every time. I'm gonna make it through some way, somehow. Help me out now. There's no reason to be happy. Slap me in the face with a reality check. Cause reality bites, and that's when tragedy strikes. A full moon and dark clouds that keep me home at night. Feel that I come nearer to the light at the end of the tunnel. I funnel my discontentment and resentment at the risen tide of sorrow. Tomorrow I'ma borrow dope for the inside. My auto water go falling like Geronimo. I know inside of me decidedly I got too much pride to be blinded. I find it ain't easy getting by with this measly $5 an hour that I shower for. And now it's in my best interest that I digest it as an omnivore. And on to more tribulations in waiting, fearing that I'm coming nearer to my destinations. My motivations derail. I never let emotion prevail until now. Cause I find that you can't get ahead for falling 2 steps behind. If it never fails, it never fails every time. Nowadays it pays to be ready for whatever. That we have whenever. I can't get ahead for falling 2 steps behind. If it never fails, it never fails every time. Nowadays it pays to be ready for whatever. That we have whenever. Strife is my companion for life, and I've abandoned the old trifling ways of holding eyes and rifle play. I can say that I consolidated problems of plenty in my days and approximated 120 ways to die, but I choose none of the available. These liberties I hold dear, which are inalienable, enable me to make believe. Then I can easily deceive anyone believing that I'm an achiever. The truth is I'm desperately in need of some therapy to clear up the ruthless inclinations coming nearer, proceeding in the opposite way. But I leave myself lost cause of precautions I'm reluctant to heed. Just ask me who's the loser, who proves the lollapalooza and oozed up in the mud. Got the crud up in my shoes, refuses to wash away still today. Since I'm laying on the road less travel, I pray. Cause inside of 6 feet of ground and gravel is where I sleep unless I decide to pound the gavel and earn the keep. At times I can hear the maker calling. I try to stay on my feet but keep falling. Because you can't get ahead for falling 2 steps behind. If it never fails, it never fails every time. Times are harder now than they ever were before, but help me out now. I can't get ahead for falling 2 steps behind. If it never fails, it never fails every time. Times are harder now than they ever were before, but that we have whenever. Yeah, check it out. K-otix universal.